Okay, that's enough torture of these. That's enough torture of these poor souls. All right. How's it going, sir? How's it going?
It's going well. It
Nice.
is a January in 2026. 2026 feels foreign to me. I don't know why. More than most turning years. I don't know.
Really interesting. Very interesting. I have taken to it. I have been squeezing every ounce of dayness out of every day in January like a motherless goat, and it's been lovely.
You've been squeezing the dayness out of the days.
Absolutement, yes.
That's great.
If you apply the proper chokehold to your day, it can't go anywhere until it gives you things like progress and manifestations. So anyway, yeah, wrestling with the days.
P word.
Was it what?
Progress, the big P word.
Holy smokes! Focused. I am running a couple of different scrums.
Focused. Motherfuckers.
Dude, in 26. Is this our first 26 broadcast? No, I think it's our second one.
Yeah, I think it is our second one. Yeah.
In 26, I'm doing this thing called Daily Visions, which is where every day I make a piece of art and I post it. And I did it for 9 months on this private network, on this mighty network. And now I'm posting it on my X, my Insta, which goes to Facebook automatically. And that all hits my website, Corio.com. And every time I do it on Instagram, it'll let you do 90 seconds of a song, which opens the door to a playlist, which requires a link tree. So I've been researching some open source link tree solutions because it seems like it's insane to pay for links, but
yeah, there's some. That solution is so You could probably find on or have Claude print you the web page for your own link so you could host it yourself.
There's an entire open source ecosystem that basically is like, don't embrace
Or
this
you
business
could
model.
get
Like here's a
Linktree
web page with everything you need on it in the
bucks
right
a month.
sizing. It's gonna be
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will let you know how it goes. I might give in and just do a link tree. But if the things I want to get online is I want to bring the Dude
You
Core
can
signal groups in,
your
and
Chicoria.
I want to bring the playlist in, and I want to somehow embed the playlist would be cool. But yeah, if we get into it later, the Tactical Pancakes, I've been able to spend a lot of time thinking about music, and I've got side A done of the record, side B done of the album, and I've got my eye on a whole bunch of stuff. But what's great, what's amazing, is by being connected to all of these different creatives, painters and such, they love doing ecstatic dances. So I'm like, I can show up and play 45 minutes of my music and see how everybody reacts to it. And like, it's like there's this when you're making music, there's this they recommend doing a thing called the car listen test, which is where you play what you're gonna listen to on a bunch of different speakers. So you heard it through nice headphones in your own imagination. Give it time, give it space. It's super fun to dance it with people.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah.
Kind of like let you
Try it
tune
out
up
in
like
different spaces.
exactly with different crowds. It's insanely fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's fun to watch the tracks get out there into the universe. Um, they have all these different. Like I just noticed today that I released this single, "O Mani Padme Hum," the first song on that side. That was a strategy I learned from a course I took on how to game the Spotify algorithm, which was have 4 singles, then release a album, and people can pre-buy the singles. And this kid was making, God, what was the name of it? Gamecore EDM, which is like EDM but only with like Nintendo sounds.
Damn.
He had like 4 billion plays or something. Had made all this cash. He's like explaining his philosophy. So anyway, I used a little bit of that here. So we released a single with a video, and that like predates the album, so people get like excited about the album or whatever. That's the idea.
Hell yeah.
The whole thing.
That's what the algorithm wants. That's the charted path.
I forgot to upload my lyrics to its thing, so it's hilarious. You know when you listen to a song and you don't quite know what they say, so you kind of like make it up. That's what it did for so many of the lyrics in this song. It just like got them wrong, which is hilarious. I have to go in and correct it.
The music match.
Well, you learn so many things by throwing it out there into the world. You're like, oh, it's amazing because you could sing those words that it came up with that were not the right words, and it would kind of sound like what it was.
So would you consider these projects and like your beautiful setup here on the live stream like a home improvement?
Yeah. What this is, this Phas Plasmatron, this whole thing,
Plasmatron, yeah.
totally. It's got a couple of green screens in it, and it's got a video generation unit over here, and it complements the dancing one I've got going on over here. Dude, I feel like I had a bucket list of spaces that I wanted to build, and this was on the list, and I've been chewing on it for like a year and a half. And so anyway, I threw together all these ideas in this pot, which is like, I wonder if I can make it work. And I started up and it was just like and release it. But yeah, you can kind of see little pieces of it in here. But it's been amazing. It's been a lot of fun. And what's cool is that by setting up these systems, you have created kind of a digital canvas that you can paint all kinds of crazy stuff onto.
Yeah.
And then inside that digital canvas, you can like I'll pull up some of this here. You can like.
And that's the ever-present engineering problem: is you can engineer your way around boundaries and borders that artists really use to frame in their art and narrow the focus.
I think I like this kind of creating it reminds me of dancing, because dancing is like just in the moment, just as the beat hits you, just with the people you're with, just with the feelings and the thoughts you have. It is a one-time experience. if truly appreciated properly, and it's unrepeatable. But you always make things that kind of rhyme with it. That's what I
Yeah,
like
it's like
about
a
this
house
fast
of
stuff.
cards with electrons.
1,000%. And we live in this like highly curated, like it's interesting to watch. Like, okay, the people who first went on TV wanted to sound like people who read stuff, so they would snap their papers around. No one's snapping their papers around anymore because no one's
Yeah.
like got physical
You
papers,
got
right?
notes?
Right. So it's like TV took all the stuff from print, and then the internet took all this stuff from TV. People are like, "Oh, we've got this whole thing going on." I'm like, I was literally hitting up Gemini Ultra. I was like, "Tell me all the ways I can make OBS like super gritty," and it gave me a huge list. I implemented 2 out of like 10.
Nice.
But there's
You
there's an
say
entire
gritty?
gritty, yeah.
Gritty.
You're not gonna it's not gonna be perfectly polished. It's gonna have like kind of a grit to it.
Right.
Uh, there's a
Right.
I
Right.
have people
Texture. Like some
when Jo-
fucking texture, dude.
when Joe Rogan got paid $100 million, the whole world sat up for his first Spotify deal, and it quickly started getting passed around. Oh, authenticity, long form, like you can just hear people talk or whatever without any edits in it or whatever. This has been my favorite kind of podcast to listen to make, to like follow people on a journey. Like if people do it right, you can follow them on a journey over time, which is wild from a human perspective. Um, what's the right way to say it? Uh, so anyway, I was just my algorithm, which I have been abusing, feeding it all of my wishes and dreams. It's like everybody's trying to get authentic by reducing their camera styles, like getting more 1080p and more like rough and tumble with their cameras, rather than getting more HD and more like refined or whatever. I don't know, like shaking it up, shaking it up.
You can see like the light in my camera shaking, but my image is a little clearer.
Oh, you mean on here? If you like,
Yeah,
let me full screen this shit. Hello, you viewers at home. Well, bam! Oh, now it's big, not small. Here it goes. Come on! All right, man. Yeah, look at that. I love what
you
the
have
eye
even color. I
does.
was talking about my camera.
Oh, what are you talking about on your camera? Here you go. Show me, show me, show me.
Well, see, it's just like
I
the
love the universes
jacket's
in the blender.
waving,
Yeah,
like in color, like the light.
Ah,
But
interesting.
sometimes my face gets a little crispier in this
Because of
camera.
I seriously,
Yeah.
because of the chroma keys
There's a
that you're
little
doing.
more megapixels, but the chroma key still does. It picks up a lot of noise in
Nice,
this light. It's not
nice.
great.
Did you ever see this art installation where they had like a mirror in New York, and I forget the other place, maybe it was call it London. I can't remember where it was, but the mirrors
Oh
were
yeah.
simultaneously projectors and cameras, and so you could like essentially looks like you could see if you got close and looked around the edge, you could like take in London, and then they could do the same with New York, like
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty
portals.
fucking sweet. Yeah, fucking portal. Exactly. That is a portal.
Have you seen all this 3D
Dial in.
holograph shit that's coming out? Like it's everywhere now. They've got like okay, we got to talk med pods as well.
Med
But
pods.
dude, get there. We'll get there. Okay, fucking 3D hologram shit. There's like so many like digital twinning and like it's a whole thing where you go into like a Zoom booth and you sit down and you experience three-dimensionalness with another person. Expressions, micro expressions, it's all coming through. You feel like you were in the room with a person because it like overwhelms your nervous system with the three-dimensionality of the whole situation.
Yeah.
And they're coming. The price is coming down, and passive 3D project, like basically have a screen and just have a technology in the screen that makes a 3D image pop out of it, more or less for your eyes,
Right.
like passive 3D.
I want to experience that for sure.
Dude, I think I could hold still for all of 26. I feel like very blessed that it's like not too far into January. What the fuck day is it? 22nd. It's
22?
far into January. Never mind.
Yeah.
It's more than halfway done. But dude, I feel like I just pumped the gas into the UFO, and it's like ting. It's like at the top, and there's like close the little crystal hatch. Let's go. I feel like I've got 11 and a half months of like awesomeness. This is like exactly where I want
Feeling
to be.
energized.
Dude, this was
It's
like this was the
crazy.
mountaintop experience getting this all running. I
I
know it
was
looks
I
crazy.
was
Looks
worried I
crazy from
didn't
the
get
outside.
enough rest over Christmas break, but then my
Ah,
sleep data coming out since Christmas,
yeah.
I'm super strong. Like I'm the strongest I've been. My sleep data is
Out of your bed.
and
This is out of the
all of
bed.
my metrics. Well, it's my aura ring.
Okay, right on.
All of my metrics are like stronger. It gives you like kind of like a. I don't remember how the scores are classified. I don't
HRV is one that's common.
it's all HRV
Heart
stuff,
rate. Yeah.
but it's
Long scope.
when you get low, you're tired, and it's very easy to get sick. You're usually always fighting to get sick, and when you're toward the top, it's like, what do I got to do more to get healthier? It's like, it's only like pacing yourself faster, like getting like you have to work out more. Then you can get like into the high optimal ranges. But I'm strong right now compared to like just being like good, in December.
Dude, I think it's cycles. It's cycles, right? It's like you got to figure out what flywheel is moving, which ones can be kind of left idle, and like where you can like grind into new shit. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel I feel
It's
super blessed and lucky to get to put together a bunch of stuff. Dude, fucking med pods. Okay, so I've had a chance to really explore some conspiratorial rabbit holes, like one is want to do. And dude, there's this guy, and he was just like a guy, and he gets hurt in Afghanistan, and they take him in and take too much of his blood, and he wakes up inside this like chamber. They press a button, he vibrates like he's light. He comes out of, he's completely healed, and he learns all about like the medical awesomeness of these med pods. It's like some kind of transferred alien tech or some shit. Like, did you ever see the movie Elysium with
I
with
think
Matt
so.
Damon? Yeah, where he basically breaks into the space ring and then like frees it. In the end, everybody's a citizen, so these shuttles come from space and like everybody gets in the pods and everyone gets healed. That's what it felt like to discover this. Like, wait, what? And this guy just like puts on a helmet and just
Healing
says, "My
pods.
pods are real."
This is like what they had pods that printed bodies in what's that robot Westworld?
Yeah, man, totally.
Westworld.
Yeah. Look at this split screen it's doing right here. Isn't that sweet?
Yeah, it's got
It's fucked up. It's cool. The angles of light, dude. It's like digital. It's like physical. It like warps as it like comes through the thing. It's
yeah. I got
it'll correct.
myself some flashlights for Christmas.
Nice. When you're working, this is helpful.
Working, and then I got this like I don't have one of them here.
Yep.
They're in the spots where I want to use them.
Nice.
But so nice to have good light. I've had some lights, but they've gotten old.
Yeah.
Then like my torch was like, so you would turn it on and and then like point it down or something like that. It would turn off. It just like
Oh shit.
wouldn't stay on essentially. Could not get it to
Wild.
stay on. But now I've got some super strong ones.
That's
So
good.
See,
Those are insanely helpful where I live because
good
I'll go out and do
tools.
trash in the
Nothing
middle of
beats
the.
good tools, dude.
Yes. Get especially when you don't need that many. Like.
Right.
Uh.
There are like some essentials. You can go broke for sure buying yourself too many single purpose tools.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I have literally taken up almost
And turn into a hoarder.
every inch of my life is now fucking. I've got 3 different spaces here. 3 different spaceships I can take out flying. One for music and dancing. This shit for hanging out with a bunch of people, and then the other one, which is the normal one I'm on, the like control center one. Dude, it's the best.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is, I feel like I can't build any more theaters. I can't build any more stages. It's got to be filled with awesome shit now, which is great.
Yeah. Hey, that's cool. You have all of your stages created
No
for
kidding.
your different
I
environments.
I
Now
built
it's time
this.
to go experience things in them.
Dude, I'm gonna launch the new prayer wake and bake tomorrow at like 8 a.m. maybe MST. I guess is a good time. But I'm just gonna like it's I did a recording of it just to see if I could do it, and I was like pulling together. I basically pulled everything together in like 8 minutes later. I was like, let's do that first episode. And so I just like slung it all together. It's crazy.
Yeah,
But
I'm gonna get it going today.
exactly.
Today,
So I'll
motherfucker.
just tip my hat here to the whole internet. But like I think what I can do is load up the recording and like have it all just like primed for like have it big hyper consistent and then just record in the afternoons and then just have a let's say you have one and you play that one until you have two, then you have three, then you just like rotate them and then you just like
Yeah.
and then there's something that comes out every morning. Come up with different I guess the graphics series. I'm taking a note here. Graphics. Like there's got to be a way that you can let people know that it's a pre-recorded thing but also sounds very and feels very live. I'm sure it'll work out.
Yeah. I don't know.
Dude,
You don't have to overshare either.
what?
You don't have to overshare either.
Overshare?
Like no, like you don't have to overcomplicate your feed by having too much
Ah,
information in it or
right.
around it.
Like
Yeah.
you could do it without. I love the idea of a live thing though. I love the
Yeah.
idea of like a live ritual with people. Maybe that's what we build towards somehow. But
Well, I thought you were talking for like having a constant feed on, right? Like a just a
oh,
channel
that's the
constantly
ultimate.
running.
That's the
So were
ultimate.
you
Yeah.
talking about looping it?
No, I'm talking. I mean, you can basically load it up like a VCR, where your channel can go live, plays that back, and then goes off the air. Most of the services will record that. Most will dump it pretty quick. YouTube won't dump it. It'll just like sit there. You can make it unavailable, so you don't have to like. You can just basically have like a trimming thing you do where you unclutter your live feed, and you can also
Mm,
do. I can also do more playlist management, where you the various feeds that are coming out. There's like, if there's only 4 episodes of the thing, you can go to the playlist and there's just 4 episodes of the thing. Even if they play like live, like every 8 a.m. or whatever. I think it
right.
would be. There's something cool about. I think if you got interest or built it up, that would one path would be. Then you could get more guests or people to come on or whatever. Anyway, lots of options.
Yeah, I think you have to just do regular hang, and then you have to cater to. I don't know. You have to go where the attention is, and start hosting where people around the spots where people are for some reason aggregating. Yeah.
There's a lot of viral clips that have a lot of charged emotion that are probably super psyops in the United States. Like anytime there's a tipping, if you look at the color revolution doctrine, which is this whole way of fighting these asymmetric wars, and the United States has done, I think, 83 topplings of governments, and a lot of them have used the same playbook that's happening on the streets right now of a lot of cities in America. There's a polarization aspect of it that wedges people and drives them crazy, and it really does drive people crazy. And it's very well understood, and we do it all over the world through our deep state. It's horrible, and now it's being done to us, and people are fighting back. And the way I want to do is explore the two-way nature of consciousness and recorded media. So like when something comes in for the first time, like an image, and it has a narrative around it, like a media narrative, it gets welded with those crazy strong feelings. Then the
Mm-hmm.
100,000th person who experiences it experiences those feelings before having their own original take on it because it's all framed up for you. Prayer is a way of taking in something that's heavy and immediately transforming it through consciousness and sending it back out. And I like the idea of sending it back out where
Yeah.
you could where when these fake digital emotional mental firestorms start like this, that you could basically pour consciousness on them, water
Right.
on them in a way.
Uh, Poor consciousness or water. You like well, you're like you're processing out the trauma, kind of.
Yeah, exactly. You're overwriting the hard drive of that shit.
And from the like, that's definitely going to be a fulfilling like act to participate in. Like you can, that's like, yeah, that's how do you give back? If you're gonna listen to God all the time, how do you give back?
1000%. That's dude.
Yeah.
You're right over my target, dude. I've got the Squeets and Eats coming in hot here. I'm gonna get her
break.
set up, and then let's do a. I'm gonna punch this music, and be back in a few minutes. Take a little break.
Yeah, let's do it. Just
do it.
come back on when you're ready.
Awesome. Here we go. I'm gonna set us up for this shit. More visuals. Can't have enough visuals. Can't have enough visuals.
So let me vanish in your endless condition. And so I surrender every false ambition. My heart's so full it's spilled into the sky. Let's melt my soul until there's only you and let me join with souls ablaze in wonder. Friends who dare to plunge and pull me under. Travelers who vanish into your pure light. Oh, we're lost in ecstasy. Our hearts are so bright. Dance me through the night with sweet devotion. Oh, this mystic beat sets my heart in motion. And so draw me near until I disappear. And only love remains and all else is clear. Reveal to me the souls who seek your fire. My brothers, sisters, bound in one desire. Show me seekers lost in pure elation. Pilgrims dancing towards your true illumination. Breathe me deeper into love's surrender. In this holy flame we're so soft and tender. Scatter me upon your endless shore until I dissolve forever, never wanting more. Bring me pilgrims stirred by sweet devotion. Friends immersed within your boundless ocean. Guide me to companions wild and yearning. Souls ablaze forever, brightly empty me until there's nothing left but wonder. And then I lose myself in your holy thunder.
All right, all right. We're gonna pull this sucker in here a little bit here. Oh, that was delicious. Just grabbed a little Dindinskis. Got the Squeets and Itza all into her thing. We could keep listening to this album until we get Peter Daniel sent back. Why not? Let's go. Here we go. Everybody enjoy the 420 intermission. I will be sure to label it appropriately. Here we go.
We're feeling the rush when we see the fin. The ocean Bruce we call, and so we dive right in. Salt on our lips and sun on our face. We catch the shark wave, we're alive in this place. When you see that phenomenon, the rush is real. The ocean roars, the lava feel. The sun on our face, our hearts are on fire. Catch the shark wave, 'cause it's taking us higher. Dude, he's got that drive. He's got that hard drive. It's a hard drive, such a hard drive. What a hard drive. I find it hard drive. Dude, he's got that hard drive. Up and down the tide we ride in. So many fins inside, we feel so alive. It's a shark wave's power we can't ignore. We want it all, we never crave the shore. Catch the shark wave. Catch the shark wave.
All right, I think we can catch this shark wave. Let's do it. Let's do it. Activating.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Done. Done and done. Let me decombobulate this situation here.
Just talking to
Oh my. Yeah.
Claude over here.
Oh yeah. How's it going? Is that your official assistant?
Well, sometimes,
Nice.
here and there.
What do
I
you like
have
using
a-
Claude for over the other ones you have access to?
Little coding projects for sure. Sometimes it does really, really good with like tone and polishing.
Nice.
Like better than ChatGPT and definitely better than Gemini.
I cannot
Gemini is
stand how
nice
Gemini
and
does.
dry.
It's so fucking smart. It's Aspie as all get out.
Yeah.
I use ChatGPT. I settle in there. I noticed that some of your stuff is really nicely polished. It's like that's got to be that cloud level.
Well, that's because the polish, my stuff ends up because I do my own stuff on top of the and remove formatting. Just make it look human as well.
Yeah.
And add a sentence here and there.
Exactly. To
Just
make it
bring
the
it a little
right
bit.
message.
Yeah.
No, that's a good way to do it. It's like having an idea partner for how to communicate these concepts.
Right.
Whatever.
Well, and to get you like the boring part easy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Boring part
And
easy.
clear.
Exactly. And just
You don't
like
have
the
to spend
grammar
any
check, the
cycles.
flow. No,
I
you can just say
used to
rewrite
spend
it for flow.
Yeah, I used to spend so many cycles
Yeah, it takes
just
a long
writing
time to write a good
basics.
email.
Yeah,
Yeah, totally.
and you don't have to do that anymore. Essentially, get the
That's
basics in a
yep.
workflow. There's still a workflow to get the basics that has a cost and whatnot, but it's not the same amount of cycles by a long shot to sit
By
there and
hours.
craft
By
it
by
yourself.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I remember taking a whole afternoon to like craft a tricky email, and now it's like 20 minutes later. It's perfect.
right.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. It's just like the difference between extended periods of like concentrated somewhat stress and then just like channeling into a lot of bursts.
It kind of seems like it works the executive function, like the way that Alpha Brain boosts executive function which is executive function is the ability to make decisions. I find that I have like
Right.
that's the marshmallow test, right? You can deplete your executive function. You basically don't give a fuck after a certain amount of time. And so usually, pre AI assistant writing, I could give a fuck about 4 to 6 times real good in a day. Now I could do like 24. Like it just doesn't matter. It's like such a little compressed amount of time you can fit this insane scale into the same effort, more or less.
Yeah. It's scale to effort is amazing. And it is
Yeah.
truly like when you talk to people, everyone does like the term like cognitive offloading
Yeah. Yeah.
or like cycles. Like people seem to like get when you say that and start talking about like brain cycles,
Yeah.
and usually they get it without you even having to connect it straight to computers, just because they do that already because you contextualized know you around IT.
Yeah.
So
That's cool. That's cool.
it translates
There.
really well.
Yes. Yes. Dude. How long does your battery usually last with your iPhone?
This iPhone?
Sure, man. That
This
iPhone.
iPhone is old as the hills.
5 years, 6 years.
Yeah, like that.
Nice.
Something like that.
That's
And
great.
so it's a couple hours. Well, if you're using it, yeah, couple 3 or 4 hours.
Dude,
But that's the thing.
I have like taken my Pixel Pro 8 and I have like run it into the ground. I will like turn it on and like half an hour later it's like, you bet about half your battery. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, I'm around chargers all the time, so I just plug that guy in. Whoa.
I can change. Adding comments. It's just spam. We're getting spam. Hey man, do you want to buy some clicks? I do not want to buy some clicks. I'm good. The idea that you'd pay money for robots to click on your thing, it's like if there was a mortar in hell, you would be literally giving dollars to it while they walled us all in. If no
Well,
one did that,
if
would
it did,
be
if it wasn't effective, they wouldn't be
right.
selling it
No, it's super effective. It's super duper effective, right?
because you're tricking the algorithm. So you're gaming the game.
Well, and
Paying
people are
for
like, but you have to. If there's a
pay to
way to
win.
cut, if there's a way to cut the line, you have to. You have to cut it because everyone's doing it. It's like, it's the
Yeah. No,
most
you don't have to.
Maya-focused thinking you can possibly imagine. Karma-free, like debt-free thinking. It's like, that's horrible. That is gonna
Botting.
go exactly nowhere.
So people do that on the stock market and
Dude, have you
currency
seen the AI
trading.
trading agents? There's like just like whole sandboxes set up now, where like
Oh
you can
yeah.
just get
Dude, people
invited,
have
get in
whole
there.
fucking careers where they
Yeah,
teach other people how to kind of do what they do when they've
yeah.
perfected their strategy and built bots.
Yeah,
And
that's second
and
order. I mean, just like here's $500, come back in 2 weeks, and here's $2,500 in here, kind of shit.
yeah,
No, just
and
not
that's what they
financial
promise
advice,
with
but
their courses and whatnot too, practically.
dude, there's This has all been written about. Like, remember how the metaverse and the burpclaves got written about in Snow Crash, right? In
Yeah.
his book, Accelerando. It's called Accelerando, Charles Stross. It's worth it because to read it because what he tries to do is make every chapter a 10x leap in terms of time and tech. And so you go on this crazy journey with these people. And they find this alien router out in the middle of nowhere. They digitize their consciousness and put them on a diamond the size of a pop can. They create a giant diamond cloth sail out of their nanotech. They take one of the moons of Jupiter, turn it into dust, pump it into a laser, and shoot it out as red light through the sky. And this thing drags this diamond can out to this alien router. They plug in, and it is filled with programs, just like trading, currencies off each other. This is like they're trying to protect Earth from like this invasion of these bots, essentially, that are just gonna like trade your currency to nothing.
Yeah.
Trade your entertainment to nothing. Trade all your stuff to nothing. Charles Stross has a lot of books like this. He wrote another one called Iron Sun, I think it was called, and it's about how he has some alien race that has a bomb that they shoot into your sun, and it like does something to the fusion where it stops it at iron. An iron cored sun is that's the end state of the matter. Anything above that's radioactive and unstable, and it will evolve down to iron. And so I think iron's the 82nd element on the periodic table. And so yeah, there's a alien species that shows up in orbit in these crazy spaceships, and they drop cell phones down on everybody. And everybody's job, their currency's invalid, and everyone's job is to make TikToks, more or less. And he's writing this shit in the fucking 90s, before there was any video on cell phones. He's like totally anticipating the influencer culture and the idea that the only thing you'd have to trade would be your image and your thoughts, essentially, that the robots would take care of everything else. Very dystopian culturally. I don't think he's wrong though. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's a similar conclusion with just like robot and AI takeover. Like, what do people have left to do?
If you listen to Brett Weinstein, talks a lot about Weinstein. He talks a lot about the meaning that comes from work, and how work is kind of like a privilege. Like it's a real nice cherry on top of civilization, and that we have never had a civilization with no work before. Which
Right.
ultra. So I also think it's like, yeah.
You have to have something
Do
to
you
do with your time, and you have to have
Right.
a reason to push towards something. So
Right.
at the beginning it was, the big P, progress. You have to feel it.
Feel progress.
Or you have to surrender to the toil
There is
in lack of progress.
a new industrial revolution going on right now with cognitive labor, like you're talking about with AI, and it's happening right now. And it's the same thing that happened when agriculture. People are like, dude, there's this thing called a steam engine. They got these new things called factories, and you can go and earn like 4 lifetimes worth of income in one lifetime. Our kids will be rich. This is how we actually built wealth in America, was through for industrialization, dude. Like,
Yeah.
it's wild that way. There's
a
a
lot
new
of
one of
wealth.
those happening, like a cognitive city. Like all of the cognitive labor is getting hoovered up by these things. To hear the people on the edge of it, like the All In podcast, David Sachs, and like him going on the circuit, you catch him in different places. To see people that are sitting that close to where all the trillions are trading hands and where it's all going, they cannot overstate how massive an impact it will have on our society. Like, it's not minor at all.
Right.
Not to freak everyone out, but just like it's like.
Well,
the
it's
steam engine got
interesting.
this
Yeah,
way.
no, I was talking with my dad about something along these lines because when they did in early 2025, when they did the AI Dom Superior, whatever, they rolled out their AI plan, Trump's presidency.
Yes, they passed 4 key
they
constituents of the law.
classified all of the countries in the world to like what portion they were going to get of this compute that they were planning to build.
Yep.
And it seems like based off of how people talk
countries
about
will have it or they won't
economics
have it.
Around the president, that those metrics on how to weigh a country are being heavily implemented. So there's a rank in order. There's a hierarchy amongst.
The U.S. has it. Israel has it. China has it. They're talking about, and the big thing that, like if you watch your EFF, Electronic Frontiers Foundation, like what they're keeping an eye on, the training of these models is where you can bake in the propaganda or the viewpoint that's acceptable. And we have all lived through a hell with the 2020 C-19 thing, like a hell of propaganda. And now with Trump, there's this reprieve. With X, there's this reprieve. But like, there are so many people.
You still get war propaganda.
Wait till we get online. Wait till we get our hands on these dollars and these machines. We're gonna do all this crazy stuff. It's like, you guys are psychopathic. It's like you're every day that goes by shows how corrupt. No one can go back to the old system. Like, that's insane. Like, and also everybody's dissatisfied, red and blue. But whatever. This is we're living through some crazy times. Cannabis, dude. Did you ever see this show called Getting Doug with High?
No.
There's this guy, I forget his name, Doug, I forget his last name, but he was a comedian, and he would have his friends over in California where weed's legal, and they would essentially just get baked on air and then have the roughest form of conversation. No plan, no nothing, just stumble over their words, and that was the entire show. It was a magnificent masterpiece. It was very it was intense and awesome, and they they rarely did Doug employ a good strategy for like talking to someone who just got real high for the first time, or this high for the first time.
You just antagonize them.
Well, yeah, it seems like you're just like you watched him develop a finesse over the episodes or whatever.
Oh, that's probably what's cool. Yeah.
But on my algo, there's
watch him progress.
Drinking podcasts and drinking YouTube shows. Because there's different rules and laws about consumption on the video, right? Or whatever, different policies. And so, but like Drinking Bros podcast, I mean, you literally start it and it's like, everybody crack open a beer, drink together. I mean, literally, if you were a daily drinker of beers, which you can, like 70+% of people can do that, and it's like no big deal. Like according to the World Health Organization, it's crazy how that's way more than half, dude. That's half, and then almost half again of the half that's left that are like not having any trouble with this. But yet it's the fucking devil. Give me a break. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy for those 7 out of 10 people that it's not a problem for.
How strong the propaganda was.
It's crazy how we're so deceptive.
It sticks.
One of the greatest things that could happen to our democracy is that some group overreaches, locks everybody down, jams them into their bunkers. They get really fucking enlightened. And really fucking like where you're not corralling them back in the same way that they were before. And this color revolution shit that we're living through, watching it kick in the summer of 2020, all the violence and the political ends to the violence, watching it now be set up like that again too, is remarkable how the general it's remarkable to me how taken over the media, the regular lamestream media is. It's crazy how that message gets echoed so intensely. Like, it's like, that's not journalism at all.
But it's like it's just like a strong feed.
It's a consistent one because they do these evil montages where they'll have like 17 little squares where every host will say the same thing in the same way at the
Right.
same time on the same day in the same hour. It's like
Yeah.
clearly this is coordinated. And so it just doesn't matter what you're doing. You had to coordinate outlets that would otherwise lead you to believe that they are independent. They are clearly not.
Clearly. Yeah.
But no one remembers that shit. We have like a bad brain for it. We've got like a bad
Well,
collective intelligence for how to handle and like react and respond to that.
exactly. We don't know how to respond to that.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
do you respond to that?
You,
Yeah,
I think it's changing. It's changing, honestly. It goes like this. It used to be critical thinking. It used to be read enough books, attend enough English classes where your teacher like quizzed you on what you just learned, and you can sort of think your way through an argument. You can think through what's being presented to you, break it up, identify its components, analyze their value, and make a merit judgment yourself. This is the entire sales pitch for why education. Education took everybody off the farms and made it mandatory that they go attend the government's thing. Everybody before that was staying on the farm and helping raise food. Like way high 90 percentiles of humans were doing this. And all of a sudden it was like, oh God, this is what happened with the steam engine. Oh, these cities, we gotta fill these cities, we gotta educate everybody and everything like this. It's an experiment, to be sure. You know what I mean? It's not like eternal.
Yeah.
I think there's a new. I think so. So you used to have
Democracy is best because
2000s.
it's the best
In the
of
early
worst.
2000s, there was a thing called Democracy Now. Amy Goodman, and she still had her wires unfried. Sweet woman, and she led the charge with her show Democracy Now. It was like a real thing where they showed sort of the horrors of the war starting in 2003. I was part of a generation that was awake and aware and voting at that time, and we were hyper aware, everyone I knew, hyper aware that there were no weapons of mass destruction, that they were forcing this through on everyone, ramming it through, that there was never going to be anything found. It was going to be fucking Vietnam 2.0. And it drove me fucking crazy. It drove everyone crazy. It was so infuriatingly crazy to just watch it happen and just watch them like drive the thing. By 2005, I had to like swear off politics completely. So I was like, everybody I talked to, I was angry about. It was just like,
Yeah.
it was like living in this crazy media fueled dream. And now the same like Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly, all those people, they've all come out and they're very sorry that they did that. But they were part of the rah-rah on that one. And now they have their own networks and they're very open about how it works and how they're not. So the kind of rah-rah has changed, but yeah, military's getting plenty of funding. Like what, they just increased it by like 500 million. They were spending $1 trillion on defense, and now it's 1.5 or something like that.
Yeah, they got a significantly bigger chunk. Oh, dude, did you? I mean, on X, I caught some. Did you pick up anything about when they went into Venezuela, what that skirmish was like?
Dude, Trump spilled the beans on like all the tech they have. He was like they tried with their most advanced Chinese weapons and we just turned them off. It's like what? And they're talking about energy weapons, and they're talking about now it's like no, we just used energy weapons on them, and they got video of
It's
it.
like acoustic energy weapons.
Microwaves. They just turn microwave energy. Like take a microwave, make it 1,000 times larger, make it a shotgun, point it at human bodies, and spray it. Like it's like energy weapons, dude.
It's like fuck.
Dude, do not fuck with the United States of America. Clearly,
Yeah.
everybody's probably
that weapon and a fleet of drones and andro augmented reality masks.
Dude, they'll be some
on
like,
top of like legendary,
some 220
SEALs,
IQ teenager
Rangers.
is basically running your whole thing. It's Ender's Game, dude. It's Ender's Game.
It's like
It's straight up
Game. We
Ender's
just don't have like the crazy. Like, well, yeah, it's not as cool as some of the flying helicopters,
Well, the thing that caught me off guard was the Sean Ryan podcast. They went through kind of a reboot. He's a pretty sweet guy. He was doing a deep dive into child sex stuff online, and I was like, oh God. I just want to. I poor universe. There used to be such a barrier between childhood and adulthood, massive one, and it was completely real.
Right.
And then with people watching TV, and then we run out of stuff to share, and then oh, now kids are a marketable segment. Now you're selling sex to kids. Now you're doing all this, you're doing the same sales techniques with adults, with children. It's fucking legal. It's like it's kid. And then anyway, he was banging a good drum on that one. Fuck, there was a reason why I brought that up. Um, let me stoner vision myself here.
We were talking about energy weapons,
Oh,
Venezuela.
yeah. Dude, he interviewed the guy. Thank you. He interviewed the guy who took out Osama bin Laden, I think it was. And here's the way they told the story. Forgive me if I've told you this before, but they were like, "Okay, you guys aren't going to screw this up. So we got these new things, and these things landed." And he goes, "They were not human technology. They looked like helicopters. They were not helicopters." Everybody agreed these were not human helicopters. Then they took off without making any sound. Then we got there. One of them crashed, so we had to nuke it. But then went in and did our shit, and nobody touched us, and we did everything we needed to do. Isn't that cool? That was the entire fucking story.
It's crazy.
It's fucking crazy, dude. They've got they've been reverse engineering shit since the 40s. They're highly aware of a whole bunch of different things, and dude, it just keeps it's literally getting to the point where like some dude's like throwing on a mask like med pods, dude, med pods. What the fuck?
Pods. Yeah, you gotta float tanks.
Yeah.
Float
That would be
tank.
the cover story. Oh, he just went in a float tank. He thinks it's a med pod. He thinks it's an advanced alien species technology. They've been showing it in movies since Elysium, dude. Like that's exactly what it is.
Finally got enough magnesium.
Dude, in the movie Prometheus, they have the med pod as well. It's a huge part of the story. There's only one. It's in this ship. It's special. Quick, no one has access to it. It's the exact psychological thing. If you have a device that can be used by 10,000 people a year, and you have a planet of 8 billion people, you can't tell everybody, right? Especially if you want to be in line and like tell no one. Like it's basic common human greed, and it's why we should demand that there be congressional and come on, man. Let's get rid of this oil thing. Let's go to free energy.
Yeah,
Missile
exactly.
comes right through my house, like through my head.
People that control that only have so much bandwidth. We can expand the bandwidth to solve these problems, folks.
The genie's never going back in the bottle, and they have woken it up for an entire generation of minds is not going back in the bottle. You can raise a new one and you can try to hypnotize them, but they're gonna get a fucking spoonful of truth, like from everyone else. It's like, let me tell you about the 2020s.
Yeah, but that's a lot of that. But this, still though, a lot of people swallowed the pills in the 2020s. A lot. There's still heavy amounts of propaganda.
Well, it's gonna be. I think this is the place where artists could step in. Certainly, good speakers could step in. Whoever wants to be a leader in the next incarnation of things and be trusted could step in and start showing what it looks like to be an accountable government official. You follow Tulsi Gabbard at all?
I mean,
she's
yeah,
amazing.
For sure.
Her channel's amazing. That woman cannot give a speech without invoking God, and everybody needs to find their mission. I'm like, love this woman. This is amazing. Like, she just brings that up and like makes that like that's how we sustain ourselves. That's how we're doing all this good stuff. It's God. It's like, go Tulsi. Like, that's amazing. Like, wake them up. I mean, if you really wanted to win, you would let as many people know as possible. They've got God inside them, and it's like possible for them to have their own relationship with it. Cut the chase with this three-dimensional world. It's all an illusion. We're just making dreams and selling them to each other out here. Like,
woo, Dreamweaver.
Dreamweaving, dude. It's we in those books that were written, the Snow Crash with the Burb Claves. There's another one he wrote, Doge, the Fall of Doge, Fall or Doge in Hell. And it's the story, very long. It's like 900 pages. Dude was clearly on some performance-enhancing writing drugs, like some kind of God knows what that is, but like he's just like 900 pages. What I need to. It's like no editing. Come on. No,
I
it's
didn't
so
know.
fucking long, dude. I
Not
kind of
worth
like
it.
it too. Like his book Seven Eves is literally three 300-page books as a thing. It's like three 250-page books. It's insanity. Triptychnomicon, same thing. Three super trilogies. It's so hard to read all this shit. But anyway, fuck. Where was I? What was the one I was looking at? That one. Oh, Dojin Hell.
Fallen.
It's the first person who takes their brain and digitizes it and shoots it into a silicon matrix. And he has to be like the atom of that world and like decide what's light and dark and then make the first matter and then make the first. You go on hundreds of pages of adventures with these people, coming up with fucking universes and archetypes and just like the whole like outflowing of it. There's this one thing about fucking 200, 300 pages in it which really has haunted me to this day. And it was a description of what the world had become now that hyper cheap intelligence was available. Just that. This is years ago. You can pay less than a quarter, and you can learn everything you'd need to know about someone in order to customize a message for them so they would do what you want them to do. And the best way to do it would be to establish a language with them. So the AIs have figured this out, that humans are highly programmable, and they basically train up this one little group in one language, and they're immune to the one that lives next to them because they don't have any communication skills. So they literally break it up and they can keep track of it all because they're super minds. But like humans are fucking in their palms. And he was driving from one place to the other, and they didn't speak the same fucking language. And I was like, that's happened.
Yeah,
That has happened.
that's happened. That's how I see siloing when I imagine how those networks algorithmically pool people and folly attention.
Propagandize them.
Yeah,
Propaganda machines.
yeah.
Well, that's why X is so cool, and it's so cool that they've open sourced their algorithm, which means that any researcher can look at it and go, oh, you can make it a little more fair here, a little bit. They go, sure, thanks, man. It's like, it's the same way that good cryptography is open sourced. You can literally go touch a clean algorithm with your mind in that regard. So it's also insane. Like the amount of just like splash on X is crazy. Like it's so toned down on almost all the other channels that X is like mainlining it. There's just all of like these, just. Did you watch the Nick Shirley thing where he got famous? He just spoke in Congress this morning, I think, or yesterday.
No.
He
Nick
has.
Shirley.
Nick Shirley was a YouTube stunt person. He started in high school, like sophomore in high school, making his own videos. Loved Paul Jones. What's his guy's name? Paul. I'm so old. The guy who was the boxer, who's like the brothers.
Logan Paul and Jake Paul.
Look, bang, right there. He saw them and was like, this is the best. So he puts like a bunny head on and like takes off his clothes and like runs a naked race in like high school. His Mormon parent, he lives in Utah. So he's like clearly part of the Church of Latter-day Saints, the Church of Christ there. And so it's like, he's just like this shocking kid in like
His
this
religious
wild
faith to give people
He does-
enough like oomph in the
He just is. He's like an interviewing Mormon, or people who live in Utah. They like to be called Latter-day
L-
Saints. They like to be called,
yeah.
Church of Jesus people now, because they like dislike Jesus. That's what they want everybody to know. They he was just interviewing people, talking to them about having multiple wives and stuff, and just all this random shit. So he just starts doing this. I caught up with him a couple years ago, and he was going around, and he had this weird relationship with the person on the other side of the camera that caught my attention. I was like, what's going on here? And he was just interviewing people in all these events, and so something hot would happen. He'd go there. What he was basically doing in a lot of ways was following the Soros crowd. Because now it's, I think allegedly, it's like well understood, allegedly, that like George Soros you can rent mobs. And so they track these people's cell phones, and they're just mob in this city, mob in this city. Oh, look, all the news is over here. Mob in this city, over here. It calms everybody else down in a way because everybody gets all scared and terrified and stayed inside. Burpclaves, speaking different languages. People get radicalized in their imagination of their neighbors. Meanwhile, their neighbors are fine. It's like a handful of lunatics who are getting paid to do this. It's theater.
It's wild theater. It's
Fucking
the
wild
scale
theater.
of theater is intense. Capacity building around ideas. Some ideas
Yeah. Well, the
Well,
idea
that's just
that it's
noise.
none of this should
Mostly.
be illegal.
Yeah, no,
Everybody
it's just
involved in this, in my view, should
that's
be hung in
mostly
public.
noise. It's not
Like
even
you are literally so black pilled.
capacity.
You're just gonna like dump your money on the scales
It's
and like
fucking
just
trolling or
it's
sea
ridiculous,
lion.
hopeless. It breaks people's hope because you feel like you're living in some kind of who's pulling these levers randomly. Like we're this sensitive to just 40 people deciding that their job is to go do what this other person tells them to do. Don't do that. But failure of the education system, failure of the employment system, failure of the parenting systems, failure of all these things produce these like crowds of people that are easily convinced to do this over the media. They're like, go commit a federal crime. It's like, why don't you go commit a federal crime? You can film it. You've got a quadrillionaire. You get out of jail. Why aren't you out committing federal crimes? Like, no, ever you go commit federal crimes. It's like, are you fucked up? Like how do you even like look at yourself like in the mirror? Like you're instigating other people to violence. Oh, something you wouldn't do yourself. You want them to do? It's just like 101 shit. But anyway, it's ridiculous how effective it is.
Yeah.
The human need to fit in a group is overwhelming, and people want to police it, and they
Well, that's
want
because a lot of our like meaning making cultural engines, religious frameworks, and whatnot,
yeah,
like lean heavily on tribalistic, like
old OSs.
barrier.
Don't you think
Yeah, like
people get a new
in-group
OS when they
act-
learn? People get a new OS when they learn how to use emojis, right? Like all of a sudden you've got this visual thing you can add to a text thing. So it's like you upgraded your communication OS. I think all of this rapid technology is teaching people a new language. That whatever there's a way of being critical now that isn't the same as it was 50 years ago, but
Right.
there's a way of inoculating a young mind against what here's the symptoms. You give up,
There's extra layers in the communication matrix.
self-destruct,
in, like,
give up.
fabric.
Yeah. The message is just like, hey man, why don't you just kill yourself?
Socio-techno
Why don't you just get out of here? It's like, why don't you just stop being? Why don't you just give us all your stuff and stop being? It's like the scam of the century.
Yeah, you will own nothing and you will be happy.
Well, they're getting a big old dose of the WEF right now. They got a whole new crop in there. So crazy. They got rid of that guy, apparently. But did you hear what Trump was saying to him?
No.
Oh shit, dude.
I've been busy.
You make sense to me. Let me be your crier here. Let me pull up on my little burrow here in your town square. So, since World War II, the United States has been the world's policeman. We've spent like an enormous percentage of our GDP on armory.
Yeah.
All of NATO is supposed to spend like 3%, and they're supposed to go up to 5%. They don't spend like 1%. They without the United States, nothing ever fucking happens. The United States does it all. They've paid it for 50 years. Trump went in front of NATO through the WEF and said, "We've never asked you for anything. We want Greenland." And they gave it to him. They were like, "Sure, we're gonna explore these terms." He's like, "Cool." It's like, but they're also.
I thought like they did a bunch of posturing as well.
Oh god, they scared the fuck out of everybody in like 10 ways, but I think in the end they can at least land there or something like that. Like they have a guarantee of some amount of land that they can just do what they need to do on. And they're like, fine, do whatever you want outside of this. It's exactly like a base in the United States. We don't tell our people anything anyway.
Yeah.
Do you want to see a med pod, dude?
Choose one person to see it.
Give us your sick.
You
We'll give you
trust.
we'll give you a healthy young person that talks exactly like that person in about 4 hours. So messed up, dude. It's so messed up. But anyway, the entire post-World War thing, the WEF was the people, the eat bugs people. You'll own nothing and want nothing. Literally, Trump said it like an hour speech, but there's a 2-minute clip of, I forget what his position is, but he was like, listen, you nerds are like export everything, offshore everything, send manufacturing everywhere. It's totally done. We're not doing any of that. This is completely lame. You guys' entire thing with green energy and wind and solar, it's lame. You guys are screwed. China has you by the balls, dude. Like Canada, they now have Chinese EVs getting dumped onto their markets, destroying their automotive thing. They're like, don't be dumb like that. Like, we're gonna definitely bring everything back. Like, and it's over. It's done. There's no more of this shit. It's been a scam for a while, so no more. And it's like, whoa, which basically means that people can be productive. Like, get productive. Like, make some shit. Like, don't just trade carbon credits that don't exist.
Yeah,
Anyway, that was the kind of the tone of the message. I'm not getting that exactly right, but
yeah, the carbon reduce the
Get
carbon
on, little
footprint
barrel.
says it just slows down it's the degree
You
it's
imagine
the regulation around the speed at which you can kill.
None of those
can
predictions have weathered
degrade
any sort of
environment.
scientific rigor. They're all off by generations. They're
Well, the
50-year problems, not 5-year problems. They'll be solved with massive battery. They're going to have the opposite problem soon, and then they'll be screaming about that. And it's like, not human activity. I'm sure, yes, it's a very big deal, but I truly think that they've overplayed their hand with an entire generation of people, and they imagined the worst possible. Watch this show. Don't, but watch the show called Extrapolations on Apple Plus. It is 8 episodes of pure enviro doom. The entire series is 2.1 increases. These were literally just computer models they had, and they decided where these points were, and then they all got twisted up over it. And Trump was like, dude, you just like nuked your economy. You got nothing. It's like you guys are like begging for everything. It's not good. It's not a good look.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like you can't any of these predictive models if you factor like big banks print money. All economic models don't quantify that appropriately.
That's insanity right there. It's insanity. That like literally every time you make a loan, you increase the money pool. What?
Yeah.
What?
Plus the government just gets to print money on top of that.
They were saying that up to 10% of the federal government could be fraud. And I was listening to this guy and he was like, 10? Why not 50? Like look at what other countries are spending and being just fine with, and look at what we're spending. There's
look
an
how
enormous
bad
gap.
it is in
medicine, especially healthcare.
Third world countries. Look how much volume we have, and look at what we're finding out. Feels like tip of the iceberg numbers.
Well, and so what it requires is a sustained desire to root out these practices, which are it cost money, too much money to run in politics, so these politicians are taking shortcuts where they can create programs, bring in people, pump money into non-existent shit that then comes back as political donations. And then that's the whole flywheel. Like they're like, it's not our fault politics are so expensive. We've got to have this fraud. It's like, are you gonna die slowly or quickly? Like, I mean, it'll be one of the two. You fuck.
This is where the
you can't just like steal from
dollars would
Yeah.
like completely reset. You'd be able to see where that money is coming from pretty easily. It's like
Yeah.
you know
It's a very
exactly
good
where
point.
the democracy dollars go and how do these people getting funded.
The ridiculous amount of money in there causes, it's like the fraud is the symptom of it being very expensive. I remember when AOC went to Congress, she was like a belle. She was a bartender and she was like, whoa, impressing everybody and, really great. In her first year she was there, she sidled up to Nancy Pelosi, like old lady 101. And she goes, the explanation she gave, she goes, well, I've got to have my life back because I don't want to sit and make calls 60 to 70% of the time. So she has an entire call center and they just call my people on behalf and then I don't have to do any of that. But all I have to do is just vote how she wants me to. It's like, yeah, you're a part of the system now because you didn't want to get on the phone and call people and get money and it's so expensive. That was year one.
That's such a slap in the face, dude.
Dude, you're like, no. Just no matter what side you're on, you could root for
That's
an independent
a
voice
right there.
Yeah. Did you hear Rand Paul on JRE?
I mean, I saw that it happened, but I haven't listened
Best
to it
guest he's had in a whole year, I would say.
yet.
Rand Paul was expert at just tiptoeing around all of Joe's little Joeisms, which was great. And he landed so many good points. It's really impressive when a guest can actually like lift Joe's spirit a little bit. Like it's kind of like he's very cynical.
Yeah, he is very cynical these days.
Very cynical person.
Bro,
Yes.
even in his public appearances,
It's gotta
like
wear
on
on you.
Tony
It's gotta-
and whatnot.
Yeah. It's
He's
got to wear
not.
on you.
He's not comfortable.
No, dude, I literally, he started in his basement with Red Band in 2010, smoking volcano bags, and then just getting online. And those early episodes are gold. They're just like hours of them wandering through a subject. It's great.
It's great.
It's way different than like caffeinated, cigar infused, rootin' tootin' shooting Texas,
Yeah,
with like no legal cannabis. It's like someone's got to like airdrop dabs on those poor kids. They hate dabs. They're not even on that spectrum. They hate dabs. Where's the dabbing? Who's the universe? I'm asking
Who's
you
the
this question.
dab?
Who's the dab JRE? Because someone out there is
Dab
not
JRE.
taking any prisoners and is just like orbiting the moons of Uranus and just like, oh, like they're just like out there and they're just talking consistently. I think it's real. Dude, take a short break.
I'm fixing my chroma key.
Dude,
Yeah,
fix your chroma key. Fix your chroma key.
But you took it to another level.
Behold! This is my circus! These are my monkeys!
Enjoy. Short break.
There's no need to wait for another time. Your heart's the stage and God's love is divine. Heaven is here, the real heaven is now. Love is the key, just turn it on and we'll soon find out. Heaven is here, the true heaven is now. Love lights it up and just to breathe is divine. Heaven is here, the real heaven is now. Love is the key, turn it on and let's find out. We're spinning our fields till they burn so bright. Turn on the body that is made of pure light. Tie it to love and just be with God. You'll find everything unfolding from this perfect thought. Breathe in love and center the flame. Hear the sacred angels singing, calling out your name. We're charged and turning, our spinning bodies set us free. To dance the cosmos in your perfect geometry. Heaven is here, the real heaven is now. Love in our hearts, always showing us how. Heaven is here, the true heaven is now. Love is the key as we sing it out. Open your eyes and warm your heart. Heaven's not distant, it's where we start.
4 1000. Smokes, holy. Hold on. Yeah, true burnout. Hold on. True burnout.
Whoa. So we can't go without talking about the storm. 2 1000, 3 1000. Is he back?
1 1000, 2 1000.
7 1000.
Ugh.
16 and a half thousand.
Hello?
1 million and a 7/16.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Northern shift is real.
Oh, schmoligans. Okay. I think we're locked back on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Dude.
Ding
That was
dong.
magical. That was magically crazy. I had a true hardware meltdown moment. Dude, I've been using that headset for like 3 years.
The headset died?
Yes, but it's just because I keep yanking the whatchamajiggle in and out so many times. I take the microphone out manually. And that was the last time. That was the last manual mute on that headset.
Yeah.
Time to execute the warranty. Here we go. All right.
Should have switch headsets.
Yep. Replacement headset engaged.
Engage.
Oh,
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
This doesn't look good. We've got... Oh, okay. I know what's going on. Engage turbo thrusters. Here we go. Okay. There it is. We're back at it.
We're back.
Dude.
Flipping
Okay.
raccoons and everything.
Dude, flipping raccoons and everything. I was checking on some things. There's about 800 switches in place. I'm afraid to twiddle with one because it'll make the other one stop. But one of them has to do with
Just
this
the
loop
faders.
and
Yeah.
then the timing on it. Good stuff. Good stuff. There is what am I trying to say here? Okay. Stuff you're using AI for. I have absolutely
Oh yeah.
fallen in love
Pain
with
in the
Grok
ass
video.
clauses.
Pain in the ass clauses?
Yeah.
Tell me more.
People who want accountability.
Oh, so like pumping out reports and stuff?
Or prompting notifications to
Yep.
be ask updates,
Yeah.
etc.
Are you
Accountability.
using AI assistant
Documentation.
for that stuff? Like Claude Assistant or anything or?
Shh.
No, that's a good one. That's a good
No, I
thing.
know, yeah. But I can completely automate all of that, but charge extra for it.
Charge extra for it.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. That's funny. If someone can get a text a completely digital thing, dude, they have real-time AI now, real-time video AI, so it just can like talk to you, like a person can talk to you, and like it's there with you. They've got that, and that's gonna be
that.
they
I
say
feel
that'll
like
be the
that's-
user interface.
I want to see some of that in practice. I feel like it's still
I know.
clunky. Probably voice is getting pretty good. There was I need to keep listening to this podcast. That
It's probably processor constrained.
yeah.
Like you can't scale it up without massive data centers, which they're building.
Which means it would be expensive to be good.
Right. Yes, and
Like-
then Moore's law, the NVIDIA
So
makes
if you're
another die,
bespoke-
another processor, another technology, you get more processing for less money. Just that's like they've been writing that down for decades.
Yeah. Like that. Yeah.
Alien transistor tech. How far can it go?
Moore's law, baby. The like the Grok video generator. Just
Grok
give a-
video
give it a lot
generator
away.
is very creative and very fun and very free. Once you have the premium sub, they just let you go to town, and they're exploring like almost a disposable kind of it. You can feel how lightweight their process is because it'll show you something, and if you don't take it in that moment, you might never see it again. It's like it just kind of like keeps it in RAM, shows it to you, and it'll show you like 10 of them, and it'll be like, which one did you like? You're like, all 10. And it's like it just showed you,
Better
really showed it to you
download
one time.
now.
Well, and then it's ephemeral. They're not storing it. They're not, they're just like tossing it out. I think that's great. I think this cognitive city, you think about what the skills were that you took from farm life, what translated in the big city, you know, schedules,
Right.
time,
Work ethic.
professionalism.
Right.
It all became
Communication.
defined. Being prompt, being
Complicated
thorough.
system
This is how
management.
you work. But you're working with other people a lot more than you are on a farm,
Coordinated,
which is
complicated
just your family in a lot of cases.
human progress.
Yep. And also you lost ties with your family too, because these large families were created, 12, 13 kids for farm labor, and you didn't need, and then it be the equation flipped, and now in the city children are expensive. There's no farm to put them on. Where at your
Yeah.
farm, you're like, get an 11th, get a 12th, get a 13th kid, like for
Put
sure.
them out to
Like,
pasture. Yeah.
we can always use a few more. It's just very different human experience very recently in the big scheme of things, and we're getting ready to change it again. Um, I am surprised at how my feeds. This Daily Visions thing posting on all these platforms has opened me back up to internet advertising, where I'm almost immune to it. Like I do subscriptions so I don't, and I limit myself to very narrow channels so I don't have to deal with this stuff. And but Instagram still gets me, and I'm shocked at how many training places are like, oh, 30-day AI boot camp, and I'm like, dude, I saw this all with HTML in the 90s, and then it was like something else in the 2000s. There's always some new
That's what's
thing
all
you got
over
to
my
keep.
X stuff.
Back-end programmer, man. Yeah, those programmers are doing great now, man.
Man.
That's the most highly replaceable job because all the code is very easily trainable onto these models. There's the Grok. They're coming up with the Grok 5. They had these interviews with the XAI kids, these guys in their 20s, and they have free reign to just build shit, and they just have to get the most minimal amount of. They're burning millions on all kinds of crazy shit. It reminds me of the early Google engineering days, but they're doing all the engineering, like all of the new crazy, like Grok is great. Like it's
They
really
build it
great.
all. That's the thing. Those engineers, they actually build the things. It's a prestigious position that
Yeah.
requires the human coordination side of it while you're building it. Lots of people can spend a bunch of hours freehanding stuff till they get it right. Far fewer
Yeah.
people can go to the starting line with a bunch of other people and synth it together in
Well, they were talking about the
set
culture.
period of time.
There was this culture that Elon was building where for anything new endeavor that they were doing, they'd come up with a core metric, and they would scrap everything else to just improve that one core metric. And so if they could get the metric right and they just do the engineering in the right direction, they get all these new things. So they were using the Tesla brains instead of the NVIDIA hardware. They were getting big pallets of NVIDIA hardware, but a bunch of it wasn't working. It just flawed. And so they figured out how to run on the Tesla stack. And so now they're using the same processors. Have you heard of MaxiHard? There's Microsoft and there's MaxiHard. You heard of MaxiHard?
No.
Maximum Hard, Max Hard, Maximum MaxiHard. This kid who made it up, he got it passed by like convincing 2 other people to back him. But the concept is that the hardware that trains the dojo of the self-driving car fleet. By the way, Elon's going to make all the money. you can't buy self-driving anymore. Like today you can buy it for like 8K and you get it for the life of your car. But no, you can transfer it to other cars too. You pay the 8K, they'll give you 8K for whenever they have it. But they're stopping this month. It's going to be like $45 a month. So it's like you have to pay like an Uber ride a month to get your car working, more or less. He's going to make all the money, dude.
Subscription.
The way he trained that fleet into the 99.999999 for 1,000,000 miles driven by humans in robo-taxis, you save like 230 lives or something. Like if you let humans drive 1,000,000 miles, 230 people have to die. Let robots do it, no one has to die. I think those are approximate numbers. But anyway, it's not zero, which is what you would expect if it didn't work. But it works great. And he's got these vanishing nines. The Optimus robot now lives inside a virtual world where it can fold clothes and, dig ditches and every other darn thing you'd want an Optimus robot to do. And they're simulating that world inside of the cars. So they didn't have to make a new data center. They just pay the driver to use their car processor when it's hooked up to their house and their electricity. They pay for electricity, they pay for everything, and they give this big discount on the lease of the car, and they basically get a free lease, and you're basically just feeding the model. And so Maxi Hard or whatever it's called, Maxi Hard, it's a meat space simulator for the Optimus robot, and it runs on this fleet of leased processors in the Tesla fleet. And so it's just like this laying around resource that they're just maximizing. Maxi Hard, Microsoft. Anyway, they were interviewing this guy.
Part of it?
Yeah, he convinced like 3 guys got it going, and now it's working great. So they're gonna have like Optimus will be like actually useful like way earlier, in the same way that no one else has full self-driving like Tesla does.
So he
because they don't have the hours.
Them to
just pops up on the app.
Their...
Hey, you want a free lease? We can put you in a special program where we just use your car when it's not being used, and we run this model when it's at home. Hit yes, no payments. That's like a pretty easy sell.
Yeah.
They've already got it at home and hooked up.
Yeah. You'd use the distributed compute in all the cars.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's cool. It's a good idea.
Yeah, dude, the way that when Google first came out and that engineering, they first started to have to attract all those engineers to Palo Alto and to Mountain View. They brought them in with free food and buses. So you'd work at Google, a Wi-Fi bus would show up, and you just get to work right away. No one could be on a PC. Everybody had to be on either a Chromebook, or a Linux box, or like a Mac. But you had to go in front of a board of like 8 people, like explain why you needed a spy machine in the organization if you wanted Windows to run. So this is in the early 2000s, dude. It's a big statement, but it's totally true. Go see any documentary on Stuxnet if you doubt it. You hook up Windows to enough things and it'll blow up for sure. So anyway, they would get on these buses and then they'd get off, and there were pods they could sleep in, these engineers. There was there's the mute. I get about 1,000 of those, and this headset goes good.
That one felt crispier.
Totally. Yeah, totally.
The sound, heard it come in and out.
They caught them with food, so they would have free restaurants where no one paid anything, and you just eat whatever you wanted. Pods where you could sleep, and childcare. And clothing services. No one offered this, and it became a really big deal. For anybody who was paying attention to engineering, it was the shiznit. This new XAI stuff, when they're like going to make $1 trillion off of, they just basically roll the dice on these 3 guys. And then they come up with like, oh, that's how you actually make Optimus useful. The value that comes out of that's insane. It's how Gmail back in the day came out of a 20% project. It was everybody got a 5-day work week. 1 day was your day. Do what you want. That's where Gmail was born. It's what everyone knows Google for. It's their killer app. So it's same deal. There's a benefactor who's giving young engineers a lot of free reign, and an environment that doesn't have many demands on it other than perform. And it's a hyper competitive. It's competitive. It's and exciting. And when you hear any story coming out of there, it's just like, ah, this is very cool. American engineering. Dude, tell us about plasma. We want to know about plasma, time travel, infinite energy. Like, let's just open the box, rip the Band-Aid off, dude. Like, we've had this shit for since the 40s. So, like, let's talk. Like, it would be really cool to juice every American high school with, like, plasma physics. You know, just like everybody learned plasma physics. It's like 99.9% of the universe is made of this one thing we never heard about because it was classified.
Right. Well, that's you could loosen up school a little bit and have these, AI driven build your own courseware, thematic courseware. I feel like that's so
you
close.
can just collect resources as a stage one. You just have an excellent repository of like 7 or 8
Once
hours
you
that
have
you
that,
watch, and you're like, got it.
Yeah.
You ever
the
get into thorium?
repository.
You ever go deep on thorium? Thorium's rich. It's crazy how good thorium is. You don't need aliens to get infinite energy. You just need thorium, which we had in the 50s and we gave up because it doesn't produce munitions, nuclear munitions. But there's the pathway of radioactive decay that's pursued by the U.S. Department of Energy produces these 2 types of uranium. There's a uranium type and a plutonium type of isotope. Those were tested in Fat Boy and Little Man. You can actually go see replicas of them in New Mexico.
So they want more of those.
Yeah, they want more of that material. But there's actually over 200 ways of making the reaction happen. And a bunch of those ways are super safe.
They've regulated the other ways out of existence.
Because it's a weapons manufacturing pipeline, not an energy pipeline.
Right.
So it's optimized for bomb making, not energy making. If you go energy making, thorium is the stuff that keeps the earth warm. It's everywhere. Your front yard has tons of it, but some places on the earth have a lot of it. But you can find it everywhere. There's no place on earth that doesn't have it. And you dig it up out of the ground. You bond it to a fluoride salt, which means it's got the radioactive part, but it's also bonded to this fluoride encapsulation situation.
Yeah.
You can then... That's a solid until you get to about 480 degrees or something like that. So this whole thing has to be heated up. But once it's heated up, it kind of runs at this temperature in this band, and then you have a salt plug in the reactor capsule that it's happening inside of, and the salt plug melts at a certain, like 1700, and this reaction takes place around 900, 1200 degrees. The end result goes like this. You can charge up one of these balls that's not very big, that'll give you 20 megawatts for 20 years without any maintenance. After 20 years, you have to like drain out the liquid, put in a new liquid, go. Another 20 years. Just electrons so cheap you can't measure them. That's just thorium. That's still and the salt that comes out, if it melts down, it melts the plug at the bottom and the stuff pours out. They just scoop it up, heat it up, figure out what was wrong, put it back in. Same stuff. It's like no problem. It comes out. It's a rock. If its humans are around it, it's a rock. It can't be a liquid. It has to be in this special chamber for it to be heated up. Anyway, it's a very safe process, and they ran it for a while, like many years at this one research lab. They got rid of all the research on it. They had pallets of that research. Anyway, a deep dive into thorium is a very lucrative dive, but I really want the plasma deep dive because Jesse, the guy American Alchemy, Jesse Michaels, he's a Teal fellow, and he was coming up with communications ideas, and his big thing is he wants to back into the technology of it. This could, I mean, his concept, but this could be a revolution in education. There'd be a reason to go to school because you could learn how intelligent plasma works and how to program it and send it through time. Woo! You know, it's like, dude, it's like infinite energy. Like, it's very exciting. It's very not dumb at all.
That is crazy. That's crazy exciting. Now, there's so many cool ways to learn, and there are a lot of boring ways to learn.
Well, they're kind of intentionally boring. That's the whole point with Eric Weinstein.
And that's true.
Yep.
Boringness is important.
Stein.
There, when you get bored, there's value in boredom. When you get bored, your mind has time to be creative and to fully like process and ingest stuff. Then more reps of that is called memorization. Pretty much.
The amount of techniques being shared online is insane. I was telling you this earlier, but I'll tell them again for the people at home. But I went to the post office, or the post office adjacent to the FedEx office, and they had this insanely cool printed little 3D egg that had this little like reptile with all these interlocking pieces in it, like a crazy vertebra, like a spine in it. And it was printed by a kid at the high school, and he was the licensed printer for the artist of it. So the intellectual property thing, they're like someone had like designed it and then like said only these kinds of PLAs, and then they teach them how to do it, and then they sell these. You know, it's like Girl Scout cookies with 3D printed little objects. They're pretty cool, but this would be American. This is a very simple form of an industry. Dude, Elon figured out a way to dig up regular old Earth and turn it into lithium through refinement. And they've adjusted their battery technology to be responsive to the minerals that they have access to. And so, you know, they've been headed in that direction. It's really cool. The engineering there, the engineering on Optimus is just, I don't know if you've been watching the Aloha. Remember, we talked about that a little bit at one point.
Yeah.
The mobile Aloha from there's
So
whole
you can train
buildings
it.
filled. There's warehouses filled with people who are folding stuff and doing stuff. They're just training the monkeys out of this thing, and that's what Maxi Hard is. It's basically trying to do that in a virtual way. But the dojo for the Tesla would take in all of that camera data, and the way they trained it is they would watch how the human drove based on all that sensor data they were getting and make whatever connections they could make with the training. And when they would train, they would put it in this dojo, this one computer, and it would come up with the new firmware, and it would give it to all the cars, and they'd run it, and they would get more data on it. And that's how they had these retreating nines, and they just kind of keep engineering their way into a more precise way of. It was kind of like you had a specter over your. Every time you drive a Tesla, you do. You've got this. It's watching what you do, and when it's saying, I would do it like this, 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 and comparing its model of what it thinks you're going to do to what you do. And then when it's different, it wants to analyze it, and it analyzes those moments to then make the new training. So
Nice.
it basically rode shotgun for forever with the humans, and now that's what they're trying to do in the in silico with all these robot phantoms in there.
Sweet.
It's wild
Yeah.
stuff, dude.
That's we really wanted to watch Humans the other night, which is a story, which is some TV show. I think it's in it. Well, the third season is one we're watching, and
Uh-huh.
it's
I've seen it
8
come through. How is it?
It's interesting. I mean, it's essentially humanoid robots and
Oh, really?
at a singularity,
Oh, geez. Yeah.
but as domestic housekeepers and whatnot.
Yeah, they're like
and
everywhere.
aids, like exactly how everyone imagines they
Yeah.
would be applicable.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a coming wave of automation where just literally seeing how my robot snowblower, how easy it makes my life, it's ridiculous. It's like if that kind of mechanical automation, where if you had a sophisticated Roomba that just wandered your house and tidied everything,
Right.
dude, what? Like that's crazy. I think that's a very appealing. I think that's appealing to so many people, but not to mention the industrial applications. Like if you have a robot workforce making your Teslas,
Slaves.
they never sleep. They never sleep. They don't care. They're just doing their thing. That's like part of the
Just
factor.
charge.
You're literally taking every single human set of motions out of the equation, and it's just mind, and the minds are backed up by these giant AIs. Elon was, and we should get out of here. Elon was bemoaning that the AIs weren't that good at a lot of things. Like he's like, dude, we really need to be better at chip design. It'd be great if they were like 100x better at chip design. They're not. Like, like we're trying to get them to design their own chips. They can't do it.
Can't do it. We're
Like,
still
it'd be really
better.
nice if we had that
We're
problem.
still better than they are.
Yeah, the runaway
this.
technology thing is completely debunked. Like I heard Cal Newport, the guy who did Deep Work, say it the best. He was like, I did not know this. Did we already talk about this? We already talked about this. The pachinko machine. All of the insights, the weights, the models of a training run, the model, it's already been decided. It's all you literally start with the same token, the same random seed. You will get the same output on it 100% of the time. Like There's
how
only
do
a
they-
fault in
how
the
do they-
hardware would cause some
How
problem.
do they
Yeah, but
randomize it?
well, that's the key. The random seed that it starts with is where the variety comes from. That's how you can go through the logic in so many different pathways. But the weights of it is set. That's what a training run is. And
Right.
so Cal Newport was just breaking it down. He's like, "Do you have any idea what the gap is between this and like a runaway Terminator scenario? Like they literally are a static piece of toast. Like they sit there, they're no one's making these. No one's building billion-dollar data centers and making new ones unless there's a lot of human and it'd be nice if they did that. They don't do anything like that, you know.
Still too energetically expensive to
So
deploy.
so I think what you're talking about a psyop. The World Economic Foundation, their big psyop was limit your growth, don't reproduce, don't eat anything, don't ask for protein, count your carbon molecules. It's all going to count. None of it's true. It was just a depopulation agenda. And I think the same thing is for AI fear. The fear of it's like everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's not going to do that anytime soon."
It's not gonna do that. But it can do some things, and you for sure should leverage
If
that.
there's a limited amount of it and only certain countries have it and everybody wants it, doesn't it make sense to put out the message that it's dangerous and don't get away from it if you know the truth? That it's like the thing that'll like change everything. I just think I think it's
like
a power.
some
I think it's a
greed.
psyop power play. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the same thing with the way they did masks. Nobody used masks. Turns out masks don't work. Don't have to hoard them. Don't
It's a
have to
farming
do anything with
mechanism.
them.
It's a farming mechanism, farming psyop.
Well, and it can. Okay.
It's
I read
rent
this book.
seeking.
Yeah, I read this book on UFOs. It was about a group of kids. There were three books in the series. It's a bunch of kids that like hit something on the road. It's invisible, but when they hit it, its suit gets knocked out, and it's like a giant squirrel. And they're like, "What?" And they accidentally kill it. And they figure out how to get back to its ship, and its ship is like an AI that is apparently supposed to be terminated once every 6 days. Like you can't let them go to 7 because then they actually wake up. And this thing's been like sitting there for way too long, and it's like hyper aware of what's going on and does not want to go to sleep. And so it brings the kids in, and there's this movie called the the Explorers is one of the movies, but the Odyssey, not the Odyssey, the Captain. It's a Disney movie where he's the pilot and he pilots a UFO. Anyway, it's a total play on that thing. So they get in the ship. Turns out it's a good AI. It helps them. There's another group of aliens that have come to the Earth with their AI, and it's against the law in the big galactic sense of the thing to do what they're doing, but they slip in and they poison the media, and then they can claim rights on the planet in some way. It's all big fucking mining concession bullshit. And so this good AI is trying to help them fight this thing. And the way in which this hyper intelligence controls the whole planet is like trivial. And it's like it kind of feels like we're sort of being played with like that at sometimes, you know? In terms of like everybody, eat bugs and want nothing. Never mind, that entire thing's done. That entire thing's done. It's like Trump literally killed the globalist agenda. He was like, "This is the globalist agenda right here. Snap! It's a stupid agenda. Get lost. Make something."
So did it? So I mean, that's good. Was it steak? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, here's the point. No one has to ask. If the United States decides that's what's going to be, that's what's going to be. And we just double down on our military, which is the backbone that we do all this through. Anybody wants to...
True.
There's certainly a complaint box. No one's complaining, dude. because they know, deep down, everybody knows if you're not making some value, you're nothing. You can't just trade pieces of paper or concepts or whatever you're doing. You got to actually, you can't just like steal other people's ideas either or culture. You got to like have one yourself. Like
You have to
Orange
have one
Fox.
yourself, but you can farm it.
Well,
And that's
the
kind
AI
of
race
game.
is China, Israel, and the United States. And Israel is very good at technology. And so the EFF is all about how you do the training sets. And you can essentially cook the propaganda viewpoint into the training set, and it's very powerful, the impact that it has. And so basically with these training sets, the way in which they're coached into their final format is very important, and should be the place where you actually put the attention in terms of what they are. Like, put them in classes. Class A has no political training. Class B has mild political training. Class C has extreme political training. You could actually measure this stuff and say, you gotta tell us what it is. If you've trained a Class C Foxbot, you can't just turn it loose on the world. You know? It just like wants to use every interaction as an opportunity to bring you around to its point of view. It's like, which is very politically driven, not factually driven. That's why Elon wants Grok to be based on facts and wants it to be based on insights that actually happen, so that they can, you then, if you, it's kind of like raising a child the way he talks about it. If you set it on a course to infinity, but it's got its eye on the truth, like of what is, that's a good parent move, you know? Like, whatever you're doing, just test it, like, against reality, like, a lot, so you don't get fucking ideologically, you don't, like, leave the reservation prematurely, while you're still a problem for the other fish you're swimming in the ocean with. Well, dude, any other thoughts and ideas here? I'm gonna check out Humans. That sounds really good. Thanks for that.
Humans, humanoid robots.
We've been watching a ton of stuff. What can I give you as a recommendation? An easy one. It's a romance one. It's kind of fun. The Roses.
Yeah. We watched that.
Oh, nice. How'd you like it?
It was. I mean, it was good. It was good. It was really good. It was. It's tough to watch a little bit. It was strong.
It's very hard to watch. Very hard to watch. Very intense.
Especially
very
the
intense.
end. The first half is really cool,
and
then they build, and
it's
then
till
there's
death
just
do us
like
part. It's perfect.
Yeah, it is true. Till death do us part.
They're so intense that only death can like reset their game.
Yeah, pretty much. They try.
Yeah. It's cool.
And I'm willing to stop trying.
No. They're not taking the notes.
Yeah, that was good.
That's what it starts out. It starts off with them making fun of their therapist until they get kicked out. It's the best.
Pretty much.
They're like, this person doesn't know anything about what we're going
crashing
to.
each other. Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, this person doesn't get our humor
Very
at all.
Well, it's
dry, witty English humor. Yeah.
Yeah. Dry, witty English humor that isn't comforting at all.
Not supposed to be.
It's not supposed to be.
Yeah. Not. It's lovely because it's a reaction to it's not there for your feelings, right? It's like it shows a tenacity, and it also
accountability and strength.
It also shows him in his creative process getting
well, and it's like this dual independence. Like
they're able to support each other in it, but not really thrive where they get to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they create the escape pod together. And they don't know how to use it.
They don't know how to use it. Yeah.
They blow up when they get there.
Yep.
They also make these crazy life sacrifices. That's a theme. As people get older, they want to hear that message. They kind of normalize the thing of, well, we made career sacrifices, so we lost time with our kids, and we can't get that time back. They explore the pain of that. You really can't get that back. And whoever actually does raise the kids raises the kids and gets the their
allegiance.
Their behavior and patterns go on.
Right.
Everything else is just kind of cash in the bank, I guess. But
notes.
It talks about it kind of also talks about the asymptote of ambition. They can't seem to reach the end of their ambitions.
Right. Well,
they always want to open a new store, always want to make a new thing, always want to add a new touch.
Dirty, dude. The way that building falls down and him getting recorded at it.
He goes through a media lashing where people to his face are quite nice, but online they just make terrible fun of him, and he takes it all very seriously and reads the comments very aggressively.
Yeah, he was just dwelling in the comment.
Which is like that's a nice fairy tale for adults these days. This is how you destroy your life. Yeah, just listen to your worst critics on like amplify their voice in your head. That'd be perfect.
Yeah.
Your least creative critics.
Behavior. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, dude, any thoughts or final words of wisdom before we get out of here? I'm gonna play the rest of this album and just like mix some visuals here, and
Sounds
then
good.
we'll
No,
let people go.
let's
The
close it down.
Let's
You
close it
know,
down. Well, dude, between now and our next broadcast, I'm gonna be meeting with Neon, and I want to lock down some kind of Curiosity Engine, maybe episode 2. I think. Tell me if this is
season
the
2, episode
1.0.
2.
Tell me if this is a good MVP. I'll set up an area inside of maps.decorio. We'll have the episodes. We'll have them. We'll have you, Neon, whoever else wants to be in there. We'll have you guys in there as hosts, so you can see the unpublished, and that way you can access everything. Then when we also have like a chat inside there, but yeah, and that way you've got like one place to chat about this one thing, and then anyway, once people feel confident, we could do an episode that way. So that'd be like a study episode.
Yeah.
There's also this other format which I can just figure out the OBS for, where I should be able to press a button and we could watch a video together of like something we wanted to react to, or I mean I'm gonna try. I'm trying
Right.
out this prayer thing where like respond to.
Socratic circle stuff.
Well, yeah, you could easily do it. You could also do it not with even political stuff, which is a terrible subject in a lot of ways. The easier one would be educational and just like something cool to learn about or react to, especially around, I find, spirituality and technology, because those are the two frontiers, right? It's like technology is always changing, and it's also every new technology like pushes consciousness in
Yeah,
a certain
totally.
way. It's wild.
That's cooler topic.
Right.
For sure.
Like, I mean, it's amazing what you can create in your basement these days. I think that should be the measure of civilization. If I was just shooting things up, it's
Yeah.
like what are you allowed to create in your basement these days, dude? Have you seen the fucking ingenuity around laser cutters and engravers? This is my current engineering project.
3D
This is a
printing.
whistle.
Yeah.
I got two different versions. You can hear the difference in their tones. The difference in their tones, they're from two different quote companies. They use laser engraving to get their stuff. They have two parts where it's a hollow. Basically, you take like a 1x1, and then you drive a drill down and make a hollow core, and then there's a way of assembling the top here. I think my best bet is going to be to use like a really strong heater and like heat up the glue. Try to or cut into this, with like a Dremel or something like that, so I can like sort of see what the inside design is, like how they got
Yeah.
here. But these are just cranked out on Amazon. There's like 400 vendors. They're all identical, shape, sizes, and everything like this. But it would be there's this sound company called I am Ohm. No, it's called I am Sound, and they make flutes. And
Yeah.
for our Dude Core meetup at the Music for People thing, we've been I got they have these flutes that are like triplicates. Something you said about how the breath is like an easy way to be expressive, like when you're
Yeah.
making music. So I'm trying to stock up on like my harmonica, harmonium, kind of like vocal droney things, because I think that's a pretty good jamming instrument because I think it's going to be a week of like jamming with other people, more or less.
Yeah. Sounds like it. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Does
When
that
I
hold
get
any
to
interest
summer
for you?
planning,
Yep.
we'll get factored in. Yeah, no,
Yes,
it
that's
is
awesome.
interesting for sure to hang out with everyone and experience
Yeah.
some facilitated creative process, collective creative process.
I think I've heard more than a handful of people, 4 people, say that when they took what we're getting ready to do, it changed their life. Like they're like, that was that, and then it went. My life went like this, based on that. And like several people independently relating this story to me. It's like, what? This is awesome. It's like pretty wild.
Gotta
The,
try it out.
Well, dude, I think the point being that like once you free yourself from the constraints of what's real music and not, and you get a little more folksy with it. All music used to be folksy. People just
Right.
made sound around each other, and that was a way of like just opening up and like getting their hearts involved and creating community. And it's certainly a missing piece from modern society. And so it's like I think what happens is when people realize that they can start to open that up intentionally with the music that they're deciding to make together, then they get access to this whole new font of inspiration and life and direction and creativity, and just a whole bunch of stuff happens. I think this is my theory.
Yeah.
Totally. Well, sir,
Sounds
have
good.
a wonderful evening.
Yeah, and I think music unlocks a lot of things for people,
It's a brain technology, isn't it? It's like it's like
Well, it's
consciousness, it's feeling,
emotive
it's feeling in
technology.
time,
Yeah.
it's movement, it's like connected to the life force moving. It's I think it's
Try and
quite
get set
pretty.
to go to that. Sounds good.
Oh, dude, I think it would
really
loosen.
good
I
at
think it
that.
loosens people up. I bet it's healing. I bet it's just gonna be fun to hang out too. It's gonna be fun to hang out for a week or something.
Totally.
Be super.
Well-
That'll be the gold. Well,
Cheers,
Um,
sir.
cheers. Have a wonderful evening.
Cheers to
I'm
your
gonna-
astronaut days.
Astronaut days, dude. I will try to take asteroid core samples and I will share my findings.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Bless you for that.
Dude, I'll send dispatches from the front.
Will do.
We're gonna listen.
Fight from the
we're gonna listen-
shade, bro.
Fight from the shade. As soon as I figure out, I just created 4 monitors for myself. It's such a nightmarely awesome problem to have. Here we go. All right, everybody. Let's listen to the rest of this album. Let's go. Here we go.
Such a radiant feeling, and oh so revealing. Everywhere whispers of your knowing. The future just keeps on unfolding. We're dreaming forever, our visions holding. Always present, what a beautiful knowing. Your endless knowing. Such a starlit evening, everything we see is ringing. Oh, that wonderful feeling, such a wonderful feeling. Every moment with your love and knowing we're all wrapped in your warmth and your love is flowing. And so with every heartbeat, our love is holding. Gravity softens, blends our folding. And your love is true knowing. And your love is true knowing. As all the space unfolds below me, it's breathing with your true knowing. Your true knowing. Your true knowing. Changes in perception, flipping the dial and tune. Colors in the rear view all bloom in different hues. Snap into the moment, click, the world feels new. Time after time, we find a much better view. Click, 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 into now. Click, 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 somehow it's the wow. Click, 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 right into now. Click, 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 let me show you how. We're learning every second like a rhythm in the room. We rhyme with what was, but we're brand spanking new. Echoes and melodies that shimmer into truth. We rhyme with what was, yet we're so fracking new. You got that cosmic memory. You've got that seismic energy. You're free of enemies at sea, and then all you can see. You're all you can see. A shining bright light that is all things. Lifts me like confetti when the midnight city sings. Oh, I'm on the drop, let the universe the tags to the quote. Heat on my feet, gonna bop to the beat. Must cup drop, I'm posted at the shop. A unicorn pair when I spot it, time stop. Click, 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 into now. Click, 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 somehow it's the wow. Click, 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 right into now. Click, 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 let me show you how.
Divine Mother, come to me, come to me, come to me. Divine Mother, come to me, come to me, come to me. I am home, I am home, I am home, I am home, 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 I am home, 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 I am home, home, home. Come to me, come to me, come to me. Omnipresence, I am home, all pervading, I am home, all blessed, I am home. I am home, I am home, I am home, I am home, 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 I am home, 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 I am home, home. Come to me, come to me, come to me. Oh my Jesus, come to me, come to me, come to me. Oh my Jesus, come to me, come to me, come to me. I am home, I am home, I am home, I am home. Oh, oh, I am home. Oh, oh, I am home. Oh, oh, come to me, come to me, come to me, come to me. Oh my Guru, come to me, come to me, come to me. I